There are certain seasons when your mind just seems to run faster than your faith can keep up. It is in those moments when your heart feels like it is trembling deep inside your chest. Everything in you feels pressured to instantly fix, to fight back, or completely figure it all out on your own. And right in the middle of that internal mental storm, God whispers a command that both calms and confronts the soul. Just be still. That quiet command isn't given because the problem is actually small, but simply because your God is infinitely bigger. It's not because the current situation somehow doesn't matter, but because Elohim is the one who ultimately controls every single outcome. The directive is clear. Be still and know that I am God. A profound statement indeed. Have you truly heard the sheer weight of those words spoken to your spirit? Can you actually feel the undeniable authority radiating from that simple declaration? This isn't just some gentle suggestion for a tough afternoon. It's a declaration from the creator of the entire universe. He is essentially telling you to chillax, to truly relax, and to deliberately cease all that striving right now. Because I am God, and I am the very one who spoke this whole thing into existence. When Genesis chapter 1 describes the very beginning, it certainly doesn't hide the initial ugliness of what God started with. The ancient text tells us plainly that the earth was totally formless and completely void. It was, in every sense of the word, empty and waiting for form. It was a scene of absolute overwhelming chaos that needed structure. It was fundamentally dark, a state where no light could penetrate whatsoever. It was even described as uninhabitable, a place where life could not naturally begin. Honestly, it looked for all the world like a cosmic garbage heap where nothing good seemed remotely possible. And yet, right in the middle of that unformed mess, the sacred text continues with amazing news. The Spirit of God was already hovering right over the surface of those chaotic, deep waters. Even within that initial mess, God's presence was already actively hovering and overseeing everything. Even when it was utterly dark, you can see that God was already quietly working behind the scenes. Even amidst all that original chaos, His divine presence was already preparing the very foundation for creation. Then, the Creator opened His own mouth and simply spoke the powerful command, "Let there be light." And instantly, immediately, and completely unarguably, there was a brilliant, beautiful light everywhere. No matter how formless your personal life might feel right now, remember this truth. No matter how empty your heart feels inside or how overwhelmingly dark your current circumstances appear, the very same God who hovered over that first cosmic mess is actively hovering right over your personal situation today. And with just one word, one breath, or one single moment, He can turn that deepest darkness into brilliance, and that chaos into glorious new creation. If you are choosing right now to be still and trust the God who turns darkness into light, please comment below, then subscribe, like, and share this message to lift up someone else's faith. And finally, let us all commit to pray without ever ceasing holding on to this truth together.